Ah, yeah, that's not even your food. The drink isn't either. But it's fun that we are talking about dandelion wine when there's somebody selling it here at the event we are doing. Or are they? Who really knows? Welcome to Genshin Impact. Last time we started the Not Cry Trade Expo event, and today the goal is to finish that one. So let's get back to it. Toys for the children. Also, the final challenge of all these mini-games should be unlocked now. Maybe let's do those between the two chapters we have today.
Took me a bit longer than I expected, but I found where he's hiding.
Let me just be sure of one thing. We're dealing with someone who has extremely dangerous weaponry in his hands. If it comes to it, are you prepared to handle the worst case scenario?
No, we are just gonna let Not Cry explode.
Absolutely. You just need to trust us, just like we trusted you earlier.
Yeah, we've got this. My crew's already locked and loaded.
I'll take you at your word.
I know you said you wanted to keep this operation small, but I still thought you could use some backup. So, I chose a few promising young Spina members to help out. Clarand and I have got things covered at the expo.
Ah yes, Clarand. My favorite promising young Spina member.
Yes, we're ready to roll then.
Now that you're here, I guess we can get this show on the road.
Sorry, I'm a few days late. Let's go.
Wait.
I'm sorry, you can't come with us. You need to stay at the expo like we agreed. It's for your own safety.
We know. It's just... Do you really think Uncle Ashvapati is working for the bad guys?
He didn't seem that bad, more concerned, so something's definitely weird there.
I wish I could answer that question, but it would just be speculation. And I work based off evidence.
He's been gone for 2 days now, and he just left us here. He's never done that before. Maybe he really is working for those people and was afraid of getting caught. But if that's true, then that means he must have been involved in making and selling weapons in the past too. Wouldn't that make him a bad person? That's not for us to say. Take a look around the expo. There are plenty of other people making and selling weapons. Doesn't mean they're necessarily all bad people.
But in this case, they are all bad people.
Really? The same is true for your uncle. Whatever he may have done in the past, the real question we need to ask is why. There's a lot we need to know before we can judge a person.
That guy back there, bad person.
In Fontaine, we have a long and complicated process in place just to make sure we get the right answer to that question. Yeah. Why would Uncle Ashvapati do something like that? How about this? I'll make sure that Miss Chevras and Miss Yelan promise to bring your uncle back safe and sound. Then you can ask him yourselves.
Thanks, miss.
This situation is complicated and unpredictable. Isn't it a bit early to be making those kinds of promises?
Promises to children can easily be broken. At least they're quiet for now.
It's all right. We're prepared for whatever we might face.
Crying children, that is.
Regardless, it's a promise we have to keep. After all, when the children get their answer, it will shape their understanding of what justice means.
Then, let's all do our part to make sure this ends as well as it possibly can.
Toys for the children. Meaning guns. Today I'm using a different variation on the Linnea Colombina team. Last time we used Navia and Furina with them. This time I have Yelan and Ningguang. Yelan, with her ultimate, works best with characters that use the regular attack a lot, and in terms of dealing geo damage with regular attacks, Ningguang as the only geo catalyst came to mind. I don't know how well this will work. It also works with Navia because Navia transforms her basic attacks into geo after she uses her elemental skill. But I thought, we haven't used Ningguang in forever. If ever.
Stop right there!
Gun!
Where is he?
Did you just shout that despite nobody being there?
We missed him.
Looks like he left behind plenty of evidence, though. Search the area. Let's see if we can find a lead.
All the sparkly things.
These records look suspiciously familiar.
Yeah. Doesn't seem very coincidental to me either.
What is it?
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? They were always careful never to leave a trail leading back to them.
Which is why they are leaving books lying around.
The one time they slipped up, it broke the case wide open. We found a cargo manifest left behind at the scene. That's the clue that led us to Nodcry.
It was a similar story on our end.
And now that same manifest shows up here, among the records left behind by Ashvapati.
So, he's the guy that slipped up back then?
Unless it wasn't a slip-up at all. How does the same clue get left behind at two separate scenes and picked up by two separate law enforcement agencies? Thinking back on it now, it doesn't seem quite so accidental after all.
Oh no, a trap.
No. Almost like he led us here on purpose. But for what reason? Search the area. Let's see if we can find a lead.
Strange. Did he lead us here on purpose?
Didn't lead you here on tortoise, that's for sure. Cabbage. What clues do you hold?
Hey, there's a letter here.
Look at how it's positioned. It was begging to be found. I think it might be for us.
You think he knew we would come here?
If he did, he's a more impressive opponent than I anticipated.
Let's keep going. We can read it together when we debrief.
Doesn't look that long, just read it now. Okay, that's just some berries. Where's the third clue? Oh. On the floor.
Wait, is this what Paimon thinks it is?
The Guizong Ballista.
It's the display model that goes with the prototype. Guess that does make him our thief.
What's worse is that, with his technical background, I bet he managed to bypass the security features on the prototype.
You're saying our guy has a battle-ready ballista in his possession, just waiting to be unleashed?
Oh, this isn't looking good.
Something isn't adding up. All the evidence suggests that he was here alone. Which begs the question, why would he unlock the ballista's features before even meeting up with his boss?
That's a question for another time. We need to focus on where he's going next.
This situation seems more complicated than we imagined. It looks like Ashvapati does have a connection to our criminal gang, but it might not be what we thought at first.
You don't think he's working for them?
Unlikely. He lured us to Nodcry, prepared those weapons on his own, deliberately put us on his trail. This is looking more and more like the work of an independent actor.
A double agent.
Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this, he's still our best lead.
Let's read the letter already.
That would seem to be our last remaining clue. Let's do it.
To the officers of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol and the Liyue Qixing, you certainly live up to your reputation. Within a single day, you were able to eliminate over half of the gang's forces. I appreciate the effort. I doubt my secret hiding spot will be a secret much longer. So I suppose it's my turn to throw my hat in the ring. I'm just glad I no longer have to run. So, before my day in court is upon me, allow me to confess to my crimes. It all started with a Kashara War researcher, expelled from the academia for violating a taboo.
Using a gun.
He had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert, it wasn't even worth a pail of water to quench his thirst. Could you spare some water? I'm a Kashara researcher. If you need something, I could.
Researchers like you are a dime a dozen. Smart as a whip until you find yourself in the desert. Then, you're lucky to survive the night.
Are you mocking me?
If you are so smart, why are you in the middle of the desert?
No, son. Just still trying to figure out why I've got such a soft spot for strays like you. Here, give me your canteen. You got somewhere to go?
Not really. Thanks to this water, though. At least I can rule out the bottom of a vulture's stomach.
Now you're talking like desert folk. You could always join my band of misfits.
What would I do?
Gather food, guard our water source, just like everyone else I've taken in. Of course, if you have something you're good at, you're welcome to show it off. Every little bit helps.
All I know is weapons.
Yes. Guns.
Weapons?
Yeah, I love studying them. Big and powerful ones, small and deadly ones, old ones, new ones. I believe the essence of Kashara research is embodied in weaponry, and the pursuit of this kind of technology is what pushes the world forward. My lifelong goal has always been to become a foremost expert on all kinds of weapons, so I can invent even more advanced ones. So I might have borrowed a few sensitive techs without permission, but you see the vision, right? The higher-ups in the academia just didn't understand.
The academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son. All I care about is what this specialty of yours can do for us.
I can help upgrade your weaponry. That should come in handy in a dangerous place like the desert, surely.
True, weapons are essential to life here in the desert. Most folks get them when merchants happen to pass through. But when it comes to protecting the people here, this scimitar in my hand is more than enough. The kind of weapons you're talking about are overkill for a place like this.
But what would you say if your scimitar could shoot bullets?
Overkill? Really?
Our group is lucky. Our ancestors learned how to protect the oasis from the sandstorms to prevent it from drying up. Plus, we're pretty far off the beaten path. Helps us avoid conflict with other bands of Eremites. All in all, we don't have to travel to find water. We don't have to fight off other desert folk. It's a real place to call home. There are plenty of ways to die in the desert, but behind a lot of them lies too much ambition. So, having somewhere to settle down is more than enough for me.
I see. Guess I could do some odd jobs then.
I've heard you Ksharowa scholars are handy with all kinds of gadgets. You could always make something for the kids.
You mean, like, toys?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. It'll give them something to do. Life can get boring out here.
All right, then.
Gunmaker becomes toy maker.
And just like that, a Ksharowa scholar at the cutting edge of his field ended up in the desert, making toys for children. It got boring from time to time, but all in all, those days were quite pleasant. The Eremites accepted me as one of their own, and all the children loved me. Looking back now, I wish I could have lived like that until the end of my days. But then, those despicable people showed up, and it changed everything. Don't rush me. These materials are in short supply.
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their faces back here.
Send the gem? It has been a while.
Well, we have a right to this oasis too. Our ancestors were part of the group that discovered it.
You hated this place. After that giant sandstorm when everyone else was trying to figure out how to help, you got out of Dodge the first chance you could get.
Because I knew better than to be stubborn. Stay in one place too long around here, and it might just be your grave.
You abandoned this place. If we'd done the same, the oasis wouldn't even exist anymore. You gave up your right to be here a long time ago.
I heard they joined another band of Eremites after leaving us, but got kicked out. I bet they're only crawling back to us now because they've got nowhere else to go.
Chief, should we drive him off?
I'd like to see you try. I'm warning you. You won't get rid of us that easily.
Leave them be. This oasis has always been big enough to sustain more than one group of people. It's not worth spilling blood over. All that matters is keeping the people here safe.
At the time, I didn't think much of it. Just Chaim Wazet being the kind-hearted man he always had been. And so, normal life continued. Much unchanged. Well, mostly. You can take the scholar out of the academia, but putting your life's work behind you is easier said than done.
And those new people requested guns.
I often found myself flipping through my collection of blueprints and sketches. The ruin drakes scattered around Sumeru were of particular interest to me. As far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce the technology within those mechanisms. But I was able to design a kind of lure to bait them into attacking a specific target, in effect, turning them into a weapon. Somehow, the new arrivals at the oasis must have caught wind of it, because they soon started taking an interest in me.
Hope you don't mind me asking, but is that a weapon you're researching?
I do mind, actually. It's none of your business.
Rumor is you used to be a researcher at the academia. All that knowledge going to waste out here in the sticks. What a shame.
What do you want?
Weapon.
I want to team up. The rules and red tape that got you kicked out of the academia, they don't exist in the desert. You could take this research to the next level. As things stand, all you've got is a blueprint and a pipe dream. But what if you had access to the right funds and materials?
What are you suggesting?
Me and my men can get you what you need. In return, all you gotta do is bring this sketch to life. We've always had a good eye for business. Just never the right product. But this thing right here, the different bands of Eremites are gonna shell out Mora left and right to get their hands on it.
You want to sell it?
It's a win-win. You provide the goods, and I earn enough Mora from these people to fund the research of your dreams.
I don't know.
I understand what you're worried about, but listen, it won't come back to bite the people here.
And then it came back to bite the people here.
These people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict. I mean, come on. Their biggest enemy is the weather.
And you can shoot that.
You've made a bad name for yourself around here. I don't want any part in this.
Well, it's your choice. But it could be the last meaningful choice you ever get in life. So I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize your academic ambitions? Or do you want to stay here building toys for kids?
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
Yeah, we increased our prices. What about it? You gonna back out?
So, you're really as money hungry as they all say, huh?
Cash is king. That's just business.
Fine.
I'm done. I want out.
What are you talking about? We're making bank here.
I know what the weapons have been used for, and I refuse to be an accomplice to all this any longer.
An accomplice? Listen, that's got nothing to do with us. People would be at each other's throats with or without our weapons. So they die to a machine instead of a scimitar. What difference does it make?
Can't you sell more than just weapons? Surely this can't be all the Eremites are interested in buying.
If you want to make the big Mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it is.
And that right there is why I want out.
Fine. I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust anyway. If you want out so bad, have it your way.
What was that? No.
It came back to bite.
Kaim was it. How did this happen?
You won't find a tribe in this desert without enemies. People have tried to steal water from this oasis in the past, but Kaim Wazet drove them off. Guess his enemies have been holding a grudge this whole time.
You sold weapons to his enemies. But he took you in when you had nowhere to turn. You owe him your life. Why would you do this?
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price, that's why.
It was only later that I found out. This wasn't the first time Senegem and his men had turned around and stabbed their allies in the back. Let's just say, there was a good reason they had nowhere else to turn back then. I didn't chase after them or try to hold them accountable. In that moment, all I could think about was saving as many people as I could in a desperate attempt to atone for my sins. But once the weapons I designed were turned against us, the fate of this place was sealed. Even I could do nothing to prevent it. In the end, despite all the burning tents I rushed into, I was only able to save 3 children. And now, you know the full account of my crimes. I've been raising them ever since, while attempting to hunt down the men who made them orphans in the first place. This confession is for the kids to read, too. So, I hope you'll pass it along to them. They deserve to know the full truth of what happened. I know I'm in no position to make requests, but please, help them find loving parents to take them in. Above all else, they deserve a true family. Back then, I failed to see this through to the end. But I won't make that mistake again.
So what you're using the ballista for is revenge, then?
Jeez. If this is true...
He's after the same target as us. And he's out for revenge.
He even lured us to Notcry to help him get it.
I think I know what he's planning to do with those ballistas now. If I'm right, this doesn't bode well.
Then we need to find him ASAP! It sounds like he's about to do something super dangerous. But we promised the kids we'd bring him back safe.
I can't just let him get rid of our target either. This crime ring runs deep. There are still many other conspirators we need to track down.
So where do we go to find him?
Oh?
You got something?
He knew we'd be out of the picture investigating this place. I think he decided to spring the trap that we set up.
He's gonna ambush the target when he comes to pick up the goods.
Oh, snap. He's not working for them, so our original plan could have worked all along.
The meeting will be happening any time now. Quick, we need to head to the rendezvous point.
Let's go on the rendezvous. Just click the teleport point.
Ashvapati.
You haven't aged a day.
It's been a while, Senegem. Over a decade, at least.
How did you find this place?
All these years. And the signal you use for the meetup point still hasn't changed. All I had to do was pose as your point of contact and fish a time and date out of that scout you sent.
Useless bunch of idiots. Just wait until my backup gets here.
Oh, I think that might take a while. The Fontaine and Liyue authorities have your men locked down tight. Every last one.
No. There's no way the cops could have known we'd be here.
Unless,
of course, someone deliberately left a trail of clues, leading them straight to the expo. That would be a different story, now wouldn't it? If they hadn't taken your agents out of the equation, I doubt I would have been able to lure you here.
So now what? You gonna turn me in too?
No, gonna turn you into dust.
No. The authorities can have your men. But you're mine.
Is that Fatui tech? Looks like your skills are as good as ever. Listen, I know you're mad that I've been racking up Mora without you all these years, but it looks like you still got it. If you want back in, we can work something out.
Oh, it's not Mora he wants.
After everything that happened, what makes you think I would want back in?
Because what's the alternative? You're not here for revenge, are you? After Kayemwazet took you in, you really convinced yourself you were one of them, huh? What you should have learned is that banking on loyalty and belonging is a losing hand. Better to cash out before you're in the hole. In the desert, my people live by one rule and one rule alone. The last laugh doesn't go to the righteous. It belongs to the one who knows how to cut their losses. Just look at me. When there's Mora to be earned in the desert, I'm a desert folk. When the opportunities in Fontaine are sweeter, I'm a Fontanian.
You think everyone is as much of a lowlife as you?
A lowlife? There's nothing Mora can't buy, Ashvapati. That includes prestige. You're talking to a renowned Fontanian philanthropist who lives in the Vasari Passage and spends his days going from one grand banquet to the next. Nobody who counts would dare call me a lowlife.
Are you done?
Clearly there's no reasoning with you. Fine. Have it your way. But if you want me dead so bad, why'd you come to face me alone? That wasn't the wisest decision now, was it?
Is it just me, or is the voice acting really good today? Like, not just these two, but also the other people we saw in the flashback earlier.
Oh, don't you worry. I brought plenty of firepower with me. You could have brought a whole army for all I care. These weapons will bury every last one of you!
I brought nukes!
What the? Are you crazy? If that thing fires, you're not getting out of here alive either.
Yes, that's the plan. It's high time both of us paid the price for our sins!
He's lost his mind. Get him! Start breaking his bones until he removes this barrier.
Hold it right there, all of you! Otherwise, I've got enough firepower to go around, too.
The Maison Gardiennage!
You got here sooner than I expected.
Hey! What's that in the sky? Looks like bad news!
Ashvapati, you have my word that these people will face the judgment of the Fontaine courts. Remove the barrier and come with us at once.
Fontanian justice is too merciful for them. You should leave us.
Stubborn fool.
Ati, Neb and Raya are waiting for you.
I don't deserve them. I have to atone for the things I've done.
What is it you feel you need to atone for? Weapons research?
You're from Liyue, right? Your ancestors were the first people to master the recipe for gunpowder. And yet, they turned it into fireworks and firecrackers that even children could play with. Surely, it's choices like that which make Liyue what it is today. I hear that it's a very peaceful place to live for the most part. But me? I chose to use my research skills to create weapons of war that brought death to countless people and destroyed the only home those kids had. That's why I have to atone. because I have blood on my hands.
You're making very long pauses between your sentences. Are you buying time for those weapons to strike us?
Sounds like you don't know as much as you think about fireworks. They might be harmless fun in this day and age, but they started out as weapons too, you know.
What?
That's right. Fireworks and firecrackers were originally developed for use as weapons. They needed something a little more powerful than usual for purging evil forces and scaring off wild beasts. Over time, evil spirits learned to fear the sight of flames, and the beasts retreated into the mountains. That's when people started repurposing fireworks for entertainment purposes. The peace we enjoy today isn't because we chose to make toys instead of weapons. The weapons are what secured us the peace in the first place. Only then did we have the luxury of choosing to turn them into toys instead. It's people, not weapons, that commit acts of evil. And when people are as bent on destruction as the evil forces and beasts faced by our forebears, whatever tools they have at their disposal end up as weapons.
Time is running out. Please. Leave while you still can.
Relax. Now that we have these guys in custody, I think we can find a way of repurposing these ballistas for the children's amusement.
I knew they were looking for trouble, but they messed with the wrong manager.
Captain, we're in position!
Prepare to intercept! On my signal! Fire!
But how?
A fireworks show? Huh.
Recording mode on.
Has this always been part of the show?
Yeah, Hoda, it's better if you don't know. That's some very precise shooting. If only one of those missed, we might have had trouble over here.
I never imagined the Guizhong ballista could be used for something so...
I didn't see this coming either.
If you'll agree to come with us and answer some questions, it would be a big help to our investigation.
Of course. You'll have my full cooperation. I know I'm guilty. Just... not sure of the precise crime at this point.
Honestly, me neither. I'm sure a case like yours would have Fontaine's top legal experts scratching their heads. As for these arms dealers, though, I can confidently say that none of them will be getting away with this. So at least you can take some solace in that. I know, there's no sentence the court can give them that will satisfy you. But at least the trial will be a public declaration of their crimes and the punishment they will receive. The victims deserve that much. Considering the alternative was them dying in obscurity to a revenge killing with no one left behind to tell the story. This looks more like real justice to me.
I guess you're right.
And now we made toys for the children. They are called fireworks. And I guess, while we're on the topic of toys, best time to play some mini-games. Man, this is so useful. It has never been this easy to pick up mined rocks. There should also be more of these random conversations we can do with all kinds of people. But more on that later. Bring it on, I'm on fire. The Lord's Resplendent Waltz. The most powerful Lord-type barrage firing mechanism will use various projectiles and beams in its attacks. You can also summon support mechanisms to assist in battle. Apply everything you've learned so far to defeat it.
Here comes the toughest mecha. Time to go all out.
I was thinking I might do it flawlessly. I sure didn't.
Keep it together. Slow and steady now.
Oh wait, you put up a dark barrier or a light barrier? Yeah, okay, you are putting up a dark barrier.
I've activated a backup energy source for you. Keep at it.
That was perfect. Well, mostly perfect, yeah. Didn't get a check mark on it, or only after I pick up my prizes. Okay, good. That's all for now, yeah. With enough, we didn't do everything yet. Not just the final challenge remains. Because these one took a while. I didn't want to do all of them last time. During this stage, you will face a large number of enemies that can teleport, allowing them to bypass the first mechanism in their path. Deploy Suppression Cannoneer to effectively stall their advance. Okay. So, cannon plus shield.
The match is about to begin. Please, get ready.
So they can teleport past this one. Does that mean I should just put another one of the same right behind? Because I can do that. Given enough resources. I probably should put another mole down first.
Aino has suggested making Krumkake-shaped energy blocks for the defense bots. However, the chances of her accidentally consuming one would increase by 80%.
Great. Okay. It does mean they can teleport past the first one. Oh good, now the middle one. Hey, who invited the big guys? But are you the last guy?
Combat data
No.
obtained. Exceeds expectations.
I wonder if I missed some energy.
Traveler victory imminent. Greatly increasing value of malice parameter.
Oh, we only have space for one more. Well, we don't need more. Everybody's fully upgraded. And I forgot I can participate myself. Hey, you actually gonna destroy one? Barely not. Deal with the heckler first. During this stage, Hydro Summer Churls will join the fray. They will keep their distance and heal other enemies. Deploying a Rain of Fire cannon, Ducky, can help you take them out early. A bombing technique is also an effective countermeasure. Oh, you mean my bombing technique? Duck is new, right? At the same time, Ruin Guards will also join the fray. These enemies are incredibly powerful. A single attack can destroy any mechanism except for the determined shield crab.
The match is about to begin. Please, get ready.
Oh, I see. Okay. That was a waste. Can I restart? So you can't combine these, but not if you place the duck first.
I will be your opponent during training mode.
Should put up the defense first, right? Feel like that makes all the sense. And possibly take out a Summer Churl myself if they spawn early. That was the wrong button. Because there's the Summer Churl. Hi, friend. Disappear. Oh, wow, we're actually letting things through, huh? Oops. Almost oops. Very oops.
Ha ha. As long as I do not attack, I cannot be defeated. Traveler's defenses have been breached.
They
I'm
have.
quite good at this.
I'm glad I put up my defenses first.
Traveler victory imminent. Greatly increasing value of malice parameter.
Wait, you still destroyed it in one hit. What's going on? Was that enough though? Apparently. I guess I'll have less than 5 through. But this didn't go so well. Battle Loot Bonanza. Is this just gonna be everything? Test the efficacy of the guard mechanisms with Ineffa. At regular intervals, you will obtain a deployable mechanism. A maximum of 4 mechanisms can be kept in the deployment slots. Observe the battlefield. Arrange mechanisms strategically and take your enemies down. I feel like what you are telling me is...
The final round begins. Time to go all out.
that I should dismantle things and build new things depending on what enemies are coming at me. Although I like the idea of you deciding what to give me. All the energy. Don't know what that combination does. Surely it's useful.
Activating analysis module. Learning the Traveler's operational logic. If successful, this will increase our efficiency by at least 179%.
So much explosion. Well, let's see if this works out somehow. Everybody is fully upgraded at the moment. Yeah, can't place those. Enemy inbound. Need to get rid of this one quick.
The assault will continue. Please remain vigilant. Calculating efficiency of commands. 3 times higher than standard.
Don't need to go get a points or anything. Just gotta hope things get taken down before they reach the end. This one
Traveler's
didn't.
defenses have been breached. I am quite good at this.
Final wave. Surely they can't all breach.
This will be my final attack. Ha, ha, ha.
Okay, we are taking that one out. The last one of its kind may have survived as long as it did, because there was a healer. Oh, I should have used my bomb over here. That was also a waste. Come on, destroy it. I'll destroy you right back. Didn't even get to explode. One enemy has breached. That's entirely fine. Good job. That's all of those. And now only one minigame remains. And it's about fighting. Like the boundless forest line, when facing a formidable force, one must embody the resilience of a dense forest. Miring the enemy across a vast expanse until reinforcements arrive, such is the goal towards which many a warrior has tirelessly striven. I smell Dendro. Dendro it is. Luna Bloom. I mean... I'd feel like a team. I usually do. But let's use it a little different, I guess. Let's actually just have those two elements. And see how it works.
Frontline guidance is up to you.
Showing you praise! Live my name, Echoland! This may hurt a little. Yeah, yeah, sharing my knowledge. Help! Yeah, grow. Yeah, committed to memory. This was unwise. Don't be scared.
Fire support ready. Select a target.
What a formidable army. Slimes and ruin gods?
Switch to ground attack shells and increase firepower.
That one slime in the back luckily got away.
Nice! Good shooting!
Strike a pose. Time to shine. The Temple of Wisdom. Grow. Committed to memory. This may hurt a little.
Fire support ready. Select a target.
Stop being so spread out.
Here comes the mother load.
Okay, we have reached gold.
Good shooting.
Stay put. Hey. Yoo-hoo! Grow.
Oh, that's what I call a blast. The enemy's being reduced to ash. Good job, us. Now, how about those conversations we can have? Those were in Tales of Many? Tales of Many. Oh, we might have to do the story to fully unlock these. Diluc! That's probably a bad sign for that guy.
I believe you came all this way to investigate me. Still, as a member of this expo, I'm protected by the Voynich Guild. There's nothing you can do to stop me.
I know. That's why I'll be taking this up with them directly.
It's been a while. What brings you here this time? Are you representing the Dawn Winery, or are you here as Owl?
Take your pick. Even Owl would take issue with people smuggling the winery's products.
I understand, but please be assured that I would never pit the rules of the Voynich Guild against the interests of the Dawn Winery. Our long-standing collaboration is far too valuable to me for that. No faction exists in Nodcry that can impose their will on everyone else. The rules we have now are a result of the tug-of-war between them all. In any case, I only allowed this gentleman to sell his so-called Dawn Winery vintage here because I'm confident that it poses no threat to our collaboration.
Because it is not Dawn Winery vintage.
I see. So this isn't from our cellars at all. It's not even from Mondstadt.
You...
I'm guessing you learned a few of our winemaking techniques, then brewed your own liquor using local ingredients from Nodcry. Imitations like these are no threat to our business.
Oh, just you watch. One day, my wine will leave the Dawn Winery in the dust!
Good luck with that.
I'll grant that your wine is a perfectly palatable product. But the fact that you didn't dare to sell it without attaching our name to it speaks volumes. That alone tells me that I'll never need to worry about any serious competition from you.
Leaving so soon? Can't I persuade you to come to the Curatorium of Secrets for some tea with me and your two old friends?
Hey there! It sounded like you were discussing some pretty serious business, so Paimon didn't want to interrupt.
I'm afraid I'll have to decline.
Goodbye.
That's a shame.
Next time you're back in Mondstadt, pay a visit to the Angel's Share. At least there, I can offer you a genuine Dawn Winery vintage.
Well, I knew that guy was shady from the go. These Nodcry ingredients are fascinating. Their properties are nothing like anything from Mondstadt. I really must find a way to... Oh. I think you are saying the same thing. Still. As if nothing had happened. Oh no, more people getting chewed out.
See, Lolly, I've been told that the merchants here are all protected by the organizers. I'm afraid confronting him myself will be more trouble than it's worth.
Do I have to do everything myself?
Oh, please! Granny Eatsley, have mercy!
Chaska! Say, Lolly! What are you...
Better not interrupt.
It's a long story. Basically, a few members of the Flower Feather clan brought word from Nodcry that someone was selling Wyob fragments at this expo. Pretty serious stuff. So I brought Seat Lolly here to get to the bottom of it, and hopefully keep things under control.
Oh. Okay, well, as it turns out, we've been tasked with mediating any disputes like this.
Are you intending to try and stop me?
Please, Granny Eatsley.
Look, I'm not trying to be difficult, but you don't need me to tell you that our Wyob are not for sale. Wait a second.
These aren't even real.
This is just a shard of a Wyob pillar. And its power is long gone, so it no longer has any connection whatsoever to the Wyob. So, tell me, how much did they pay you to ship these out of Natlan?
About 800,000 more apiece.
What?
Apparently, people outside of Natland don't know all that much about our culture. Some people take one look at those pillars and start bragging that they found a Y-up fragment. I didn't want to correct them, because that way I could drum up the price.
Ugh, forget it. Since you asked me so nicely, I'll let him stay here until the expo's over. No point making a mountain out of a molehill.
And also it makes good money. Thank you, Granny Eatsley.
Oh, thank you, Granny Eatsley.
Oh, don't start thinking you're off the hook. Once this is over, you're going straight to Biram to face the music.
There's so many exclamation marks up there, I'm never sure which one I need to click. But yeah, there's not two left. These just unlock after each other. For no reason. Oh my. I guess they just don't want all these NPCs standing around at the same time.
Why, hello, Traveler and Paimon.
Are you looking to buy some stuff from Dory?
Oh, quite the opposite. I'm her supplier.
Right, we knew that.
Nicole came up with a delightful new pricing method recently, which I've asked dear Dory to try out. We're here today to see how it's all going.
What sort of pricing method is that?
Hi.
Curious? Well, allow me to explain. Instead of an amount of mora, you collect courage, kindness, or happiness from the buyer. The key is to make people realize they don't have to be rich. With an excellence of character, even the treasures of the Hexen Circle are within your reach. Kinda like a Seelie guiding intrepid adventurers through various tribulations until they claim their prize. Such fun, wouldn't you say?
Not for me. We didn't sell much Hexen Circle gear this time at all. At this point, I'll have to whip out some Samara specialties just to break even.
Wait, you're actually losing money, Dory?
That's impossible.
You're saying our gifts didn't reach that many people?
I'm saying we made diddly squat. Hate to break it to you, Miss Mage, but you don't have much of a heck for business.
It might not have made much, but this has been quite a fun little experiment. To make it up to you, all the revenue from our merchandise is yours to keep, Dory.
Oh, they don't call you a great mage for nothing, Miss Alice.
And does that unlock the last one? By the exclamation mark, I assume yes. Clink clank crisis control switch. Oh, you are standing right behind me.
It's almost time for the expo to end. I'm asking for half a month's leave once we wrap this up.
Finally got time to relax, huh, Yehoda?
Yeah, thanks to you. Oh, things are pretty calm right now. Should be smooth sailing from here on out.
Sorry, but I've got a problem over here.
Oh no! Problems never end.
Same here.
Before the expo ends.
Yehoda, you just jinxed it.
Someone made off with a batch of my goods using the goods first, pay later method. I thought the guild was the guarantor, but then I went to redeem my money and no dice.
The same thing happened to me. Goods first, pay later? That convenience is for exhibitors only. It works because their goods stored in the warehouse can be used as collateral.
The buyer did have guild-supplied certification.
In that case, he's one of you. Pick him out of the crowd and we're good to go.
The person I talked to was a tall, thin young man, but I don't see him here.
The one who bought from me was on the chubbier side. And nope, no sign of him either.
Oh good. Multiple perpetrators.
Wait, so it wasn't the same person? Miss Yehoda, we need help! Ati went into town a while back, and we haven't heard from him.
What? Why would he do that? He wanted to use the moral we got from our exhibit to buy everyone a little something in return for looking out for us. So he headed out alone.
Gods, this kid... Wait, did he have your certification from the guild with him? Yeah, he's our older brother, so he's in charge of all that stuff. Oh, this is bad.
Okay, let's not panic. What happened?
Remember those people who targeted Ati a while back? I'm worried they kidnapped him and are using his certification to scam goods off the other exhibitors.
Sorry. Oh, this isn't your fault.
I didn't expect these conversations to lead to plot.
Should we rescue Ati first? But Notcry's huge. Where would we even start? We could go for the goods first, but we're dealing with a group. If they split up, it'll be impossible to nab them. Oh, come on, Yehoda, come on! You promised Boss Nephew to uphold the guild's reputation, and you promised the kids you'd protect them. This is all falling apart.
Looks like you're down to your last option, dumpster diver.
Oh, right! The Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch!
Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch activated.
Explosion imminent.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
Ooh! Activating the switch gives you temporary control over all the robots in Notcry. If you want it, you could turn this whole place upside down.
This is war.
But it won't last long, so think about what you want to do first. In that case, let's get the stolen goods back first.
All units, advance to rescue Ati!
Miss Yehoda!
Orders received. Orders received. Orders received.
Well, we don't need to do anything. Great!
Sorry. I made you all worry.
If anyone should be apologizing, it's those awful people who took you. You just wanted to repay everyone's kindness.
They stole my expo certificate. Did that cause trouble for anyone?
Let's just focus on one thing at a time.
Inventory complete. All goods have been retrieved.
Why did we need to fade to black there?
See? Told ya. With the Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch, there's no problem in Notcry you can't handle. With so many bots around, we didn't have to choose between the rescue and getting the goods back. We were able to do both.
I know.
These kids call me boss, and as their boss, it's my job to protect them. No way I'm letting them get in trouble with the guild.
Thanks, boss.
I know who's a great person to have on your side, huh?
I know.
To be honest, I could hug you right now. But I think I'll have that vacation first. Oh, right! I owe you a hot dog, don't I?
Maybe not a good place to catch your break.
Great! Everyone's in one place!
Oh, and perfect timing for the story to continue.
Now that we are on the other side of this incident, I suggest we put any remaining questions to rest here and now. The Voynich Guild won't be responsible for any disputes remaining after this meeting.
Understood. Well, There's been no serious harm to me or any of my compatriots. And with the arms dealing operation closed down, I've achieved my strategic objective. I'm happy to let the Fontaine authorities process the culprits from here on.
I appreciate your flexibility. I'll need all of them in my custody to proceed with the case files. As for you... Given your association with the Voynich Guild, I suspect the boss of the Curatorium might raise some objections if I insisted on bringing you into custody as well.
Then what do you propose, Miss Chevreuse?
While pursuing one of the suspects in this case, it was unfortunately necessary for me to destroy a certain signboard in Nasha Town.
Is that an official confession, officer?
What I'm suggesting is that I don't file charges against Ashvapati, he stays here, and in return, you don't seek damages for the signboard. Sound fair?
Surely, those costs are about the same.
Deal.
Huh. That went surprisingly smoothly. Paimon figured it was gonna be a whole ordeal.
Uncle Ashvapati,
They told us the whole story. Everything you've done. Even so, we still want you as our uncle.
But
If you'd been less trusting of the promises these men made to you back then, and left some weapons for your own people to defend themselves with, maybe things would have turned out differently.
But those people didn't want your weapons, so you couldn't have helped them anyways.
The way I see it, your crime wasn't the weapons research itself. It was failing to use that knowledge sensibly, to protect the ones you cared about.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Well then, what are you waiting for? The chance to atone for real is staring you right in the face.
Children, from now on, I will protect you with my life.
And my guns.
Traveler, Yelan, on behalf of the Fontaine authorities, it has been a pleasure working with you both. I wish you all the best.
I have plenty of other business to attend to, so it's probably about time I got going as well. See ya.
And my axe. Yes.
Looks like you're a free man.
I guess, but even if they won't arrest me, I still have a lot to answer for. I joined the Voynich Guild with my own agenda and nearly ruined their reputation. Are you really gonna let me get away with that?
Sure.
After you joined us, it didn't take me long to find out that you'd lied about nearly everything. Everything except your desert origins. That turned out to be true. I actually consider the desert my home too, so I was interested to learn who the real Ashvapati was. Thanks to the Traveler, I now know the full story. And my, what a story it is. Granted, the final chapter caused us a fair amount of trouble. But hey, sometimes that's the price you pay for a good ending.
Are you serious?
I mean, obviously I can't let you stay in the guild. Not after all the rules you broke.
I completely understand.
I'd recommend that you take these kids back to the desert.
Why?
The desert has been plagued by seemingly endless conflict since as far back as I can remember. But your story offers a glimpse of a different way of life. Maybe there really is hope for peace in the desert. The Sumeru of today is a different world than what it once was. With Lesser Lord Kusanali at the helm, who knows where the possibilities end? Maybe you could rebuild the home these kids once knew.
Why are you smiling so smugly at that?
I'm flattered, really. But that was a lifetime ago. I'm sure the sandstorms will have buried any last trace of that oasis by now.
Are you gonna spend your money to build places in the desert, Dory?
Sure. We could put up a few tents and call it a settlement. But what then? It would be a brutally harsh existence. There's no way around it.
That's exactly what's gonna happen, right?
Where there's Mora, there's always a way. Hello, my dear customer. Why don't you discuss your needs with me? If you can dream it, you can buy it.
So Mora is the answer, huh? All right. Say I wanted to buy a hometown for these children. You telling me I can buy that from you?
Ashwapati, you've made so many bad deals. Why do you think Dory, of all people, is trustworthy?
Don't take her so literally. She's just doing her sales pitch. Sure can. Huh? Ta-da! I present to you one magical gemstone created by none other than the renowned mage Alice herself. Simply plant it in the ground and a spring will instantly start growing. Before long, you'll have yourself a fully fledged oasis. And the best part is, it's designed to work flawlessly, even in the most arid and sandiest of deserts.
Where's the catch?
What the?
Huh. Looks genuine to me.
Goodness. They always say you can find everything at the Not Cry Trade Expo. Turns out it's more than just marketing hyperbole. Still, surely a treasure like this must cost the world. As much as I'd love to buy it, I don't think I'm the kind of clientele you're looking for.
Actually, this could be your lucky day. The mage who tasked me with selling this insisted on setting the price herself, and she priced it as whatever keeps the kids happy. Needless to say, I could have found far more lucrative options. But alas, none of them would be worth breaking a promise to a mage over.
Whatever keeps the kids happy? So what is that in Mora?
Depends how many Mora make you happy.
Good question. I got it! How about I charge you whatever you three kids earned at the expo? Then you can say you bought back your hometown through nothing but your own hard work.
We earned nothing. We didn't sell a single toy.
I think that would keep the kids very happy indeed. Wouldn't you agree?
Deal!
Well, this was a strange turn of events.
You never know what to expect with Dory. Especially now that we know she deals with witches, mages.
I think it's safe to say that this was one of the more memorable trade expos.
Return home, children of the desert. And that's the end, I'm assuming. Nothing left to do in this event. Yep, got all the prizes here. Got all the prizes here. Managed all our affairs. And did all the expo attractions.
Lumi is just too cute! But she does have a bad habit of swallowing any shiny thing she lays her eyes on. So keep your valuables well away or you might never see them again.
Understood. Well, then let's move on with the usual. Even though it's quite early still. What else can I do? Possibly some quests in the new Mondstadt area just lying around.
Oh boy. Even though her eyes are covered, Paimon can tell she's staring right at you.
I'd like to try a different drink from the tavern.
Is it just this and making music forever now? We might be running out of options to do for these. So we might actually be done with Colombina sooner rather than later. Lemon tea. Goodbye, thanks for coming by. Oh, 2 tea. 1 lemon. So lemon tea.
A light, refreshing drink. I'm unsure she's gonna love this one.
This one is delicious. It's my favorite so far.
Finally made her happy.
Finally, a drink that Colombina likes. Paimon's over the moon.
Sorry?
Let's summarize. No noticeable bitterness, never add fruit juice straight, and milk's okay, but it's better without.
So this is a lighter bodied drink.
Figuring out the pattern is a good thing. In the future, we'll know how to mix drinks the way you like them.
In the future?
Of course, we're friends. Whenever you're feeling thirsty, you just let us know. Wait, is that why you aren't finishing your drink? You're not saving it because you think this is the last cup you'll ever taste, are you?
It's fine, don't worry.
Thanks for the treat.
Then again, this felt like an end for the drink mixing storyline. So maybe there will be an end to the music storyline as well.
In the future, I'll be sure to let you know.
Then again, this also sets it up for more drink mixing in the future. Which would be a great transition to do more drink mixing, but no. Can do that later. There are a few things here that stood out to me. So let's take a look at those. One, there was that windmill, I'm pretty sure. The dialogue won't repeat, but essentially there's a very suspicious painting here, and Paimon said, oh no, does this mean there's a bomb up there? We better go up there quick and check that it's safe. Well, there's these up here. I missed. Is there more? Feels like something should happen when you destroy all of those. Oh, there is more down here though.
Wayne.
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Okay. That did make a chest up here.
Treasure.
But is that what's related to that bomb marking? Feels unrelated. But I guess there's nothing else here. That's just it. I didn't get a quest for that or anything. Oh well. Maybe it's not that important. There's also just a regular quest down there, so let's check that one. Leopoldine. Not again. Why does this keep happening? The field's a mess. At this rate, I won't be able to deliver the flowers on time. What am I supposed to tell my customers? What happened? Look at this. The whole field's wrecked. These flowers were coming in beautifully and now they are ruined. All because of that menace. That's inhumane. I know, right? Well, not human at all, actually. It's a forest boar. For some reason, it keeps coming down here lately, nibbling the flowers, and then flopping around in the middle of the field. And it's slippery. The moment anyone hears it and heads over, it takes off. Just now it nearly barreled into an elderly man passing by. It's outrageous. This fellow's a real boar, I tell you. Oh wait, hold on. Aren't you the honorary knight? The hero who saved Mondstadt? Then please, I really need your help. Alright, I'll chase it off. That's such a relief. I think it's headed toward the valley. It's a clever beastie, you might have to lure it out with flowers. Well, you can see what's left on mine. Maybe grab a few windrest flowers along the way and use them as bait. Would serve it right to get fooled for once. Forest boar pauses for the bloom. Well, I see a boar. I see multiple boar. And then they were no more. Let's create a trap. I have some of those. Wait for boar. Big boar. Forest boar, trampler of flower fields.
Give up. Don't waste my time. Give up.
Whoa!
Here comes the catch. Submit.
Okay, the ramming against the wall is what does most of the damage.
Don't waste my time. Ugh, you wait.
Well, that hurt. That somehow didn't hurt.
I'll remember that.
Oh, we are not in Nordcry, so... Columbina's revive didn't help. But it just died from running against the wall anyways.
Wealth. Why settle for less than more?
Although I don't know if I ever pointed out Ningguang's ability, but she points out all the ore reserves that are on the map. Or close to you, at least. Oh, you're back. How did it go? We chased it off. That's one way to say it. It exploded. Ah, thank you so much. Here, this is for your trouble. Work deserves payment after all. Now I can finally get the flower field back in order. Let's just hope no more inhuman visitors show up again. We got a recipe and more treasure.
Can't have treasure unaccounted
Oh,
for.
that was a nice and short quest. I think there's another one I'm aware of. But also there's a teleport point I've never been to, so let's do that one first. There should be a quest somewhere in town. Maybe they are related. Just teleport into town though. Into port, more likely. Didn't really look around much around here, I feel. Kinda just followed the quest. We have a bard. And we have a quest marker on the map.
A keen eye.
Surely I have a keen eye. Else I would not see mine. Well, there's no sanatorium to be found. Torn down long ago. Mm-hmm. So, what do we have here? Quite a crowd. You wouldn't know, Odolph. The knights have already been there more times than I can count. Well, I've been in Snezhnaya lately. This is actually the first I've heard that the knights have all been to the lighthouse. So what happened? What do you think? The alarm in the old lighthouse still flickers from time to time. At first, Winslow would shout, "The Abyss! It's the Abyss!" The knights took him seriously and went in fully armed, only to find there wasn't a single trace of the Abyss. After running back and forth like that a few times, they were completely worn out. If you ask me, it's just the old alarm mechanism beneath the lighthouse wearing down, but, well, there have been some rumors lately. Oh goodness, and what kind of rumors could that be? Rumors that the ghosts of knights fallen in battle long ago are the ones still seen wandering there. Ghosts? Whoa, you two. Don't yell when you're talking about scary things. You guys are even scarier than ghosts. Sorry, Piper didn't mean to. It's alright, it's alright. Conversations are always livelier with more people. And you are? Li Huan and Paimon. Oh, I see. By the way, how is Winslow doing these days? He was terrified by the light from the alarm. Living in the old lighthouse with mechanisms going off all the time would drive anyone crazy. I've heard he's been acting a little crazy lately. Then again, you could say that's his well-deserved punishment. What do you even care about him? Well, we can't just leave the alarm mechanism as it is. As a matter of fact, I live near the old lighthouse, and besides, there might be something else down there. I won't be able to rest easy until we go and check it out. We can't just leave poor old Winslow stuck there either. You want to help Winslow? Just so we are clear, the area below used to be an ancient battlefield. I'm not risking my life down there. Besides, even the Knights of Favonius have checked it out, and the problem still hasn't been solved. That means we'll need someone even more reliable than the Knights. Say a great hero who saved Mondstadt in the past, for example. Where exactly could anyone find a hero like that? Look no further. For the great hero is standing right here. Ah, brave heroes, forgive my bluntness, but might you possibly entertain my humble request for help? But there are those annoying ghosts. Ah, but some stories say ghosts linger only to guard treasures hidden deep in the mountains. Oh, treasure. Oh, Paimon the treasure lover. It's not about the treasure, Li Huan. The person living in the old lighthouse sounds really miserable. Okay, okay. I knew you two wouldn't refuse. Ah, even if there were no treasures at all, I'd still be more than happy to offer some compensation for this adventure. In fact, I should make some preparations myself. Li Huan, how about we meet later at the foot of the old lighthouse? This sounds like too much trouble. I'm staying out of it. I've had too much to drink and need to lie down. Go home and get some proper rest, Leonard. Best of luck to you all. And Odolf, even with Li Huan around, don't do anything reckless. Of course. Okay, this might be more involved than the board. This is strange, Odolf being unusually eager this time. Is there some bad blood between him and Winslow? And about Winslow, I expected at least a few sarcastic remarks from him. Although that quest did not... Winds beneath the Tower of Silence. What an ominous name. Is that the lighthouse? I'll just follow the lights. Surely they will not lead me astray. But I don't know if they're leading me the shortest way either. Oh well, that seems to be our goal. Oh, there's music here. Can't miss out on that. That's not ominous at all. Odolf! Oh, it's you. You arrived even sooner than I expected. You still need more time to prepare, then I'll come back later. Haha, no, that's not what I meant. Sorry, I should have chosen my words more wisely. It's a good thing you arrived early. For example, it means we can start the investigation sooner. Take a look. This is the kind of mechanism that's been sounding the alarm. It activates because... There's a ghost! Right here, right now! Oh my, looks like there's a ghost among the three of us. Then, I can assure you I'm a living person. I was drinking beer just now. I'm a living person too. So the ghost is Paimon. That's not right. It would appear that there are no ghosts among us. In that case, the alarm probably wasn't triggered by a ghost. Maybe there's rats. I think it could be the abnormal airflow. Old-fashioned mechanisms like this tend to grow overly sensitive. Even the slightest movement can set them off. Rudolph knows so much about this mechanism. Ah, well, I'm a local. It's only natural that locals know a few secrets outsiders don't. Yeah, local. That explains it. Alarm mechanisms are considered local customs now. Yeah, Odolf, you are instantly suspicious. If an alarm mechanism has been around for a long time, it eventually becomes part of local customs and traditions, just like the windmills in Mondstadt. Anyway, that's not the point. The mechanism itself is just overly sensitive. The real issue is the wind that shouldn't be blowing out from the underground ruins. Wind coming up from underground. That does sound unsettling when I put it that way. In any case, we don't know the exact cause until we go down there. But the door is closed right now. These doors are all connected to the alarm. Since the alarm is malfunctioning, the doors are broken too. Or perhaps Winslow did something. I heard he shut every door he could, trying to block out whatever it was. In the end, he just locked out the kind-hearted people like us. The only thing that can keep out all evils is an open heart and a clear conscience. But no matter, I know another route. Only us locals know. Let's head down that way. Okay, going outside again, I assume. And I see a big chest. What are you about? Oh, I've been so busy and I still haven't gotten around to cleaning the windmill. My wind glider skills are going to slip if this keeps up. Clean the windmill, you say? Well, normally I'd have to climb inside the windmill first, check the machinery for any faults, and see if any dust or grain has gotten stuck. Next, I clean the blades, remove the damaged parts, repair them, and put everything back in place. That's about it for the whole process. If there's a major damage to the machinery, I might have to call a mechanic to help. After that, I'll leap from the top of the windmill and enjoy some proper gliding practice. You seem like a traveler, right? Have you ever been to Natland? I've heard the cliffs there are high and there are tribes skilled in flying. I'm saving up, hoping that one day I can take a ship to Natland and learn some of their flying techniques. Wanna have a gliding competition? Sure, that sounds great. Ready when you are. Can you call that repairing? We are just flying by. Oh, I should have. Done this. Oh, and now it brings me back automatically. How convenient.
Take it easy.
Didn't even bother closing the door. What a suspicious place this might be. Oh. Use ancient monstered royal seal to break the seal. You aren't making me go there, right? No, no, this is a different thing. We are going here. I was worried I'd need to go find those before I can do the rest of this quest. Instead, we're going in the sewers.
Take it easy.
Hi, Winslow. No, don't come closer. Don't come closer. Stop flashing. Oh dear, Winslow. Who's there? I locked all the doors. How did you get in here? We're ghosts, Winslow. We go through walls. The ghost, please apologize. Don't come any closer. Whoa, that looks really bad. He's barely making any sense. The white ghost is here. With a loud scream, the man named Winslow nearly faints on the spot. After Odolph's comforting words, he finally calms down and regains some of his senses. Paimon, you scared him. Feeling better, Winslow? Better? What do you mean? Odolph, what are you doing here? You came to laugh at me, didn't you? And you even brought that white thing with you just to scare me. You locals, all of you. You've always pushed me away. You're jealous that I live here, you people. You people. Calm down, Winslow. We're here to help you. We've always been helping you. And you were spouting about moving those damn horrible troublesome things from down below out to the fields beyond the port. We were the ones who stepped in and tried to stop you. Back then I told you there will be consequences, Winslow. It hurts me to see you like this. You! And then just these past few days, I returned from Shnizdaya and heard that you were being tormented by some ghosts, so I immediately brought Li Huan and Paimon here. They can solve this problem. We've always been trying to help you, Winslow. Who knows if you are doing this on purpose. Even if you don't trust me, you should at least trust Li Huan. She's an honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. That's enough, Winslow. Staying here isn't doing any favors for your sanity. Look at this poor fellow. Li Huan, Paimon. I'll take him up above to get some fresh air. We'll leave the ruins to you. If we fail, then we'll become one of them too. Hey! Seriously? There you go, saying creepy things again. Stop scaring people like that. I doubt whatever down there is that dangerous. Well then, best of luck getting everything sorted out. Yeah, we definitely will. Odolph leads the unsteady pale Winslow away from the ruins beneath the lighthouse. So, we have some ruins to explore. Block the wind. Okay, makes sense. Then the wind beyond... beyond just stop. Thanks. Can I redo that? I just wanted to climb the box, but it is not a climbable box, so instead we got stuck. Maybe I shouldn't try to redo it. Otherwise, we might have a China repeat. Alarm is flashing non-stop. Oh wow, there's quite a bit to this underground. There's even a teleport point here. Boy, does it look like the floor is gonna break if I step on it. Yeah, Such a predictable trap, but not like I can do anything except fall for it. Whoa, be careful. Didn't expect it to act. It only killed me because I landed on this box. Normally you should land in the water, right? And that would dampen the fall damage, but because I landed exactly on the box, I took the full fall damage. Oh good, there are graves down here.
Give up.
So many tombstones.
Well, any good stuff in there?
Well, we can read what's on this one. Looks like this is a grave from a long time ago. Inscription on the tombstone is no longer legible. However, you can see that the grave has been tended to quite recently. Yeah, the candles are still lit. That's usually a sign. Okay. Good job, Lumi. You're the best at breaking things. There's nothing down there. Where's all this wind coming from?
Wayne, don't waste my time.
Ningguang's homing shots are pretty good for flying enemies like that. That one is flashing very quickly. There might be actual danger around somewhere. Oh wow, haven't used these in forever. didn't do it close enough. Are they gonna return? Yeah. Yeah? But only 2 of them. Where's the third one? Okay. That's how you're supposed to do this. That might be a battle. The alarm was flashing so fast earlier. Paimon really thought there's something dangerous. Now it looks like there's nothing at all. No abyss monsters, no ghosts either. It almost feels a little lonely. Loneliness is the most frightening thing of all. Oh, is it? Paimon doesn't understand at all. But where did this strong wind just now come from? Wait, it's coming from above. Oh! Something just fell from above. Eek! One of our oldest friends. An eye of the storm.
It's nothing.
I forgot those existed.
Well, any good stuff in there?
And that's where one of those royal seals was. That sword is disappearing on me. Go back. There's more that way. Or will this just lead to an exit? This might be an exit. Hi there, Hilly Charles.
Busted. Jump.
Quietly now.
Come say hi! Like it or lump it!
Didn't even have any treasure. But treasure hoarders.
Give up. Your life is mine.
Surge.
Picked the wrong test subject. Comes the hunted.
Yeah, this just leads out somewhere. Well then. I think a scroll just got obliterated. Wait, where are we? Oh, we're up here. Last time we jumped from all the way up there to get here. See. Don't think there's anything worth exploring here. Right, the ducks that I could not catch, no matter how hard I tried. Not the teleport point I clicked, but sure.
The perfect hunter leaves no trace. Huh.
Odolf, we are back. How's it going? Any more problems with the alarm? No, it stopped flashing. Goodness, that was fast. You two really solved the problem in no time. Yeah, so about that wind earlier. The wind. It must be the cries of fallen knights who refuse to leave this place. The flashing of the alarm was only meant to alert us. Eh? Wait, the ghosts actually... The ghosts never meant to harm you, Winslow. They were only upset by the idea of being driven away. Really? They were heroes who gave up their lives fighting the abyss here. How could they ever wish you harm? It's all thanks to Li Huan and Paimon. They are honorary knights of the Knights of Favonius and also top tier ghost negotiation experts. Well, that title does sound kind of cool. Guess we're just running with it. That loud crash just now, it sounded like the floor split apart. You two weren't hurt, were you? Not a scratch. That's a relief. I was a little worried just now. As for that noise, it was actually... Well, it was Li Huan and Paimon negotiating with the ghosts of the Knights of Favonius through a form of super spiritual arm wrestling. Locals all know about it. It's a perilous method to appease the angry ghosts indeed. Super spiritual arm wrestling? Really? It was just a normal cave-in. Such sheer power, bringing down ancient ruins during an arm wrestling match with a ghost. Just another day in the life of the master negotiator Li Huan. In any case, after the negotiation, the ghost's anger should have settled. That they won't come out to cause trouble anymore? No, I mean, they won't come out and mess with the alarm again, right? It's hard to say, Winslow. It depends on how you behave. I've been on my best behavior these past few days. I cleared the weeds around the heroes' graves and carefully cleaned their tombstones. Goodness. Well done, Winslow. Huan's negotiation went smoothly and your efforts helped too. If you could stay this way forever, the spirits of the fallen would surely rest easy in their graves. After all, if they can rest in peace, why would they bother coming back to stir up trouble? Relax, Winslow. You see, things always work out in the end. And if the alarm malfunctions again, we can always ask Li Huan to come negotiate on your behalf. You're right, Odolf. My thanks to you as well. Alright then. As for Li Huan and Paimon, thank you for what you've done for us. Please take this. This is the thing I mentioned preparing earlier. I knew you would be able to resolve this. Oh, it's really a reward. Someone thought you were preparing some kind of adventuring gear. I know my limits. I can handle business well enough, but adventuring is not my strength. Alright, friends. Come by the tavern again sometime. Next time we can chat about something a little more interesting. So, no explanation why you are lying to that guy so much? No? Okay. What a weird quest. With weird people. At least we saw some old mechanics and an old boss again. They're finally gone. Phew, all those alarms. How have you been lately? Couldn't be better. No more warning lights flashing in the middle of the night, so the lighthouse walls aren't constantly flickering anymore. Can finally sleep through the night. Well, guess all's good. Guess we can do one encounter and then do drink mixing, and that would be it for today. Any good encounters around? We have Vaka, we have Ilua. And that's it. What's Ilua doing at Clink Clank? Save me. Oh. This overrode the save me. Unless there's two of her. No.
So, the wires go here, then there, then here, and then... Ta-da! All done! See? Super easy peasy, right?
Why on earth am I here at this class? Where's Flint? We agreed to come together.
Well, he's probably busy.
Right. I understand. I've gotten written down. All of it.
Writing it down won't do any good. Last time you said you had it memorized, but today you showed up and forgot everything again. Enough. Confiscate his notebook. You're writing it down from memory now.
What? Wait, let me take one more look.
Oh, we're just in time for an exam, it seems.
You have taken multiple looks, but every look is directed somewhere different. I presume that you are attempting to find methods to evade the lesson. Such efforts are futile. All such methods have been rendered ineffective.
But I haven't even said anything.
Your eyes indicate your intent clearly, Mr. Itlua. For instance, you placed a partially finished crumb-kake in our workshop stove ahead of time. I hypothesized that your plan was to secretly take it out during the practical class to draw Aino's attention. However, I have already removed that crumb-kake. It can be reheated for consumption after class.
Lightkeepers sure are an nimble.
How on earth did you find out?
Mr. Flynn's has already executed this method once.
Oh, that explains a lot.
What? Flint's told me he hid his crumb-kake in the cabinet. How come he hid it in the stove, too?
Also, you were carrying a bag of crushed small fish, Mr. Itlua. I believe that was an attempt to lure stray cats along the roadside as you walked. You would put the bag under your feet, the kittens would gather around you. Afterwards, you would pick one up and exclaim, "Huh! What a cute kitten!"
What are these plans?
Upon which Aino's attention would be drawn accordingly. Unfortunately, Mr. Flint has also tried this method before.
Why?
Impossible. All small animals are afraid of Flint's. They wouldn't dare to get close to him. How in the world?
While he did not lure the small animals here himself, he taught this method to Aino. Subsequently, Aino utilized this method to play with the small animals for an entire afternoon. The lesson for that day had to be cancelled. This time, however, I have already fed all the small animals present in the area. Therefore, this method will also be ineffective.
What do you mean you fed all the animals around here? Even the deer and birds?
Affirmative. In order to preserve the learning environment, I have already fed all the small animals located within the vicinity. Every individual has been attended to. As such, please start writing down the circuit diagram we just covered.
Mr. Itlua. I apologize for intruding upon your studies.
Wow, you actually came.
Greetings to you all. Miss Aino, Miss Anefa, Miss Traveler, Paimon.
He's here! The truant is here!
It is with great regret that I find myself unable to attend your enlightening lectures. However, a matter of absolute urgency necessitates both my own departure and Mr. Itlua's temporary withdrawal from this gathering.
The same non-negotiable reason has again been invoked. A matter of absolute urgency by order of headquarters.
Such is life, full of non-negotiable frustrations.
Well, your frustrations sure do come at the most inconvenient times.
Indeed, that is why we term them so. For they have a frustrating habit of arriving at the most inopportune of moments, catching us quite off guard. Now, young master, let us be on our way.
Mr. Flint's, none of those tricks you mentioned earlier worked.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I'll make sure to share some new ones with you next time. Just a pity that after what just happened, another one of my best ones is now off the table for the foreseeable future.
What even is this about? Did you even want to learn anything?
Well, guess we're done. Can I eat krumgake now, Inefa?
All right. The lecture has concluded, so I'll go heat up the krumkake. Please give me a moment, Aino.
Yay! Krumgake, krumgake, krumgake!
Oh, lesson or not, at least those two are happy. Good end for everybody. And with that, present me is also done. Let's get to the last lesson of drink mixing. Have fun with that. The Grand Master's Composite Challenge. Heavy footsteps echo from afar. Even before the broad-shouldered figure comes into view, you steel yourself behind the counter. The most seasoned drinker in Mondstadt has arrived to put your mixology skills to the test. It's Klee again.
So Hertha's even roped our honorary knight into helping with this little venture.
What a fitting final boss.
Now that I'm finally free to relax, it's time to start doing just that.
I'm here as a willing employee this time.
Can't wait to see your skills in action. Give me something that goes well with casual conversation, but still packs a punch.
Are you sure those requirements don't clash? Is this some sort of test?
Of course they don't clash. A drink that packs a punch means you have to drink it slowly. And if you want to chat, then it has to go down smooth. So, something with a sweet aftertaste. A conversational connoisseur requires the perfect balance. The most suitable choice on this menu would be the Thorny Lake. It's a drink with a real kick that you can find in almost every bar. It's not enough to know the recipe, though. The key is in the mixing. Some bartenders choose to stick to the tried and tested basics, while others like to add their own personal flair.
Alright, I'll give it my best shot. I'll quickly learn the recipe and then give it a whirl.
That's the spirit. Now, show me what you've got.
Thorny Lake, a classic drink that traces its origins to Fontaine's fishes. Built on a base of firewater, with cocoa adding a hint of sweetness, its sparkling fizz pricks the palate like countless tiny spikes, delivering a lingering tingle. After rising to popularity in Fontaine, it quickly swept across Tevat, becoming one of the enduring classics among specialty drinks.
Grandmaster, I hereby present you with this Thorny Lake for your enjoyment and assessment.
Well, the color and aroma are certainly on point. But as for the balance of flavors, I'll just have to taste it and find out. Not bad. You haven't overdone or skimped on any single ingredient. Though, unfortunately, it's a little too, polite for my tastes.
Polite? How can a drink be polite? Is this some sort of riddle?
Perhaps I should have said modest. You followed the formula to a T, but if anything, you've played it a little too safe. Were you worried that deviating just a little might disappoint me?
That's exactly what happened. I didn't want to disappoint the expert.
Hey, we fought side by side and dealt with things that even gods were loath to meddle with. Ours is a friendship forged in the margins between life and death. That said, if you ask me, you can ditch the nerves and work your mixologist magic. I'm looking for something that shocks the senses.
Alright. I'll get the creative juices flowing. Thanks to your encouragement, I'm ready to go all out.
Mull it over. There's no rush. We can chat while you think. Who knows? You might just find some inspiration to mix in with your magic.
This massive tankard.
Pretty awesome, huh? It's like a hammerhead that you can fill with wine when you're not using it to pound in nails.
But if I use that, then I can't even see the drink.
It was a gift. Hoffman came up with the idea, Charles supplied the design, Wagner helped cast it. And about 10 or so knights chipped in to pay for the materials.
See, this is the kind of thing I want Lee to hold.
They've been waiting to have a good drink with me. And this is my crucial weapon to aid me in a fair duel with them all.
Fair?
I'm the Grand Master, after all. I've been drinking a lot longer than them. I've practiced more assiduously, and I have a bit more, meat to absorb the blows. So it's only fair to my subordinates that I drink a teensy bit more per round. Wouldn't you agree?
That's a little more than just teensy. I think you may have got your handicaps the wrong way around.
Of course, some of them have been training as long as I have, and those ones won't be getting any special treatment. Take Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5, for example. Both were skilled warriors who helped me deal with Eric back in the day. Nowadays, I have them helping Jean with miscellaneous duties. At today's after-work cooldown, they insisted on trying to keep pace. In the end, they lost our game of darts and ended up passed out on the floor.
These Hazels are nuts.
I've already told Jean that I won't be approving their leave request for tomorrow, no matter what.
Besides being too polite, are there any other issues with Thorny Lake?
Well, let me think. I guess you could say it lacks impact. Even when following the same recipe, the techniques used to mix different ingredients can affect the taste.
My drink needs more Genshin impact.
Sometimes, deliberately creating layers between spirits can bring out the different, waves as each one hits the taste buds in sequence. In this regard, too, you've taken quite a tentative approach. Why not be a little bolder?
Okay, I'm adding a rock. I think I understand.
Ha ha ha. You catch on quickly. No need to explain further.
Drinking in a garden feels different from a tavern, right? Given the environment, why not try something with a floral twist?
Ha! I like your style. Speaking of this garden, it brings back memories of something that happened many years ago. When I was young, I liked to find ruined guards to test my fighting skills, both armed and unarmed. Once, I failed to take down a stray missile, and it ended up destroying a watchtower on the city walls. As punishment, I had to run 50 laps around the city, repair the watchtower, and help rebuild the shattered walls in this garden.
Sounds like you caused quite the fuss. It's hard to imagine you getting disciplined so severely.
Indeed. Among the misadventures of my youth, this is one of the most memorable ones. Mostly because that day, Krepus saw me covered in dirt. He took 2 bottles of 100-year-old wine and sent D-Luke, who looked even younger than Mika does today, to work out a clever way to get rid of Faru, who was guarding me. It was so hot that day, I could swear I was about to pass out. On a whim, I picked some mint leaves, put them in one of the wine bottles, and the result turned out to be surprisingly tasty.
Add mint.
After Krepus tried it too, he was full of praise. He even wrote up an official recipe for my spontaneous creation. His customers loved it. Several summers passed, and Krepus kept writing letters about giving me a share of the profits, as though I could possibly accept.
That must have been so long ago. Long before I came to Mondstadt.
Yes. Good old Krepus. Faru retired years ago, but he still gives me a stern stare every time we meet. He's a stubborn one. D-Luke, who replaced him, and then Kaya, who took over later, both performed impeccably. Changing times will always belong to the youth. He should have admitted defeat long ago. When I get the chance, I'll have Kaya show him the amazing progress the cavalry company has made.
But they don't even have horses. Anyway, on the subject of this garden, it's become a popular venue for hosting events.
It's a treasured place that the Knights of Favonius have maintained for years. So it makes sense that it's become the go-to location for organizing such things. I heard that while the expedition was underway, you were a great help in giving those left behind the opportunity to put their energy to good use. Sometimes, I look through the photos I've been given from those events. Though unfortunately, there aren't enough to include everybody. My conclusion is that Mondstadt needs to do more to popularize the camera.
Gotta make a very photogenic drink. To be honest, as someone who doesn't drink much, I'm still a little confused. Barker mentioned the impact of layering on the texture of the finished drink. He also said I was being quite tentative. Perhaps he meant the drink was too evenly mixed. In which case I should try shaking it a little more softly when mixing. This oversized tankard was a gift from the knights to their Grand Master. Barker seems to like it very much. Considering his well-known drinking prowess, it only makes sense to present him his drink in this tankard. Here we have Barker's memories of mint and fine wine. It's very important. Perfect. He wanted a drink with more impact, and the crispness of the mint should give it some punch. What if I replace the cocoa with mint? He's missed so many festivals and major events. I'm sure Varka still feels a bit of regret. If the Grand Master hadn't gone away on expedition, he would probably have organized many events himself. I wonder how they might have turned out then. How do we combine that? With memories, clearly. If Vaka were here. I can't help but wonder, would all the events he organized involve drinking wine? Drinking contests, the only mini-games we get. Maybe I should ask him. Who knows? It might spark some new inspiration. I wonder how these events might have turned out if you were here and not away on the expedition.
If I were in charge of organizing events, well, I suppose everyone would revolve around fine wine, or at the very least, there would be some sort of tasting involved. For example, we could go all in on this drink stand and open it to the whole city, with every company of the Knights selecting one or more mixologists to compete against each other.
I should have guessed. That's exactly your style.
It's only a thought. Can't let things get too out of hand. If I were to actually throw a grand banquet, Jean would come after me with her sword drawn. Even Frederica would launch a punitive expedition. While in Notcry, we had a rule that knights must never get drunk while at their posts. Otherwise, it could lead to dereliction of duty, with serious consequences.
That sounds like a sensible rule. Fun shouldn't get in the way of important matters.
Exactly. As expedition members return to their companies, my hope is that this rule will gradually spread to everyone in Mondstadt too. Just like firewater and Smedina, these Notcry delicacies have made their way into Mondstadt's households and become part of people's daily lives. Young people need to learn restraint.
I didn't know you had that side to you. Fabled seasoned drinker's self-control.
At the end of the day, no one should be biting off more than they can chew. Unless it's someone near my level, they shouldn't even be thinking about enjoying a light buzz when they've still got work to do. Most people would just end up a whole lot drunker than they'd like. You should come practice with me on weekends. Trust me, once I've drunk them under the table, they'll be swearing off wine for a whole week.
What is it people say? Don't believe in fables. As Smetana and Firewater. In the end, we discussed events in Vaka's usual style. Then the conversation turned to the delicacies of Notcry, Smetana in particular. Vaka seems to have left with a positive impression of Smetana. I'll see if I can use some in his drink. The good news is, I think I know what to make for you. Can I borrow your hammer, please, so that you may get hammered?
Huh? Oh, feel free. Whatever you're about to do, I've got a feeling I've hit the jackpot.
Oh, we're gonna hit something. Hey, only messed up the cutting once in all of these things. Grandmaster's Mega Tankard. Doesn't look that big now. It's just beer now. Thorny Lake Special Blend. Based on a thorny lake, this novel cocktail was concocted specially for Barca. Having tasted countless fine drinks, the Grandmaster invites you to go all out and let your creative run free. So you launch an unconventional kind of offensive just for him. First impact comes from mint's cool freshness and herbal notes, striking the palate on entry. Carefully preserved layers then move in to mask the raw strength of the firewater at the core, delivering the decisive blow. Finally, Smetana brings up the rear, anchoring the finish with precision and leaving no loose ends. Well, whether this bold, multi-layered experience will satisfy the Grandmaster, only he can say.
Here you go, Grandmaster. A cocktail just for you. I guarantee you won't find this one too polite.
Such a spirited drink. How did you make this? Well, that burning scent of fire water. Oh, it's as if the very air were about to ignite. This is more like it. Perfection. It's clear that once you let go of your inhibitions, your talents really shine through. That first hint of mint is like a cooling feint that masks the firewater underneath. By the time the sweetness dissipates, the firewater is already slipped in behind your guard, ready to deliver a powerful strike of intense flavor. Oh, it's exactly the impact I was hoping for.
And that's topped off with a hint of smetana, so the aftertaste won't feel too light.
That's the most ingenious part. Firewater's greatest flaw is a lack of aftertaste, but the smetana perfectly maintains the flavor at the peak of its intensity.
Smetana. All this praise is making my cheeks red. The real inspiration came from everything you said.
It's hard to imagine something this good was created by a mixologist who doesn't even drink firewater. I think it has the potential to become a firm favorite in Mondstadt and Nodcry.
A Knight of Boreas' symbol is a wolf, while the Knights of Favonius are as sturdy as iron. So how about calling this drink an Iron Wolf?
Iron Wolf. Oh, perfect. It's elegant, yet wild. Only you could come up with such a fitting name. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we name our Knights of Favonius' drink stand after you? Let's call it the Honorary Knights Cocktail Shack. No time to waste. I'll go have a word with Glenfiddich right away.
And there he goes.
Hey there, traveler. All wrapped up for the day?
Paimon, what drink do you want?
Paimon hears you did a great job holding down the fort while she was out delivering drinks with Glenfiddich.
I've been feeling inspired. I got some great ideas from chatting with everyone.
Whatever the reason, the Honorary Knight is clearly one of the most talented mixologists in Mondstadt. Considering how short a time she's been doing this, I believe that someday she has the potential to give the legendary bartender at the Cat's Tail a run for her money.
I fully support your decision, Grandmaster. The Honorary Knight has really put in the hard yards. The drink stand will remain open for a little while longer to provide a proper welcome to our returning expedition members. Then, once we locate suitable premises, we also plan to look at operating a permanent service.
Hooray! Everyone in the Knights of Favonius will get to drink all the delicious cocktails they like!
Nothing short of what I'd expect from a true disciple of Hertha. You've really considered this thoroughly, Glenfiddich.
Also, if I may, Honorary Knight, regarding the special cocktails you've developed, would you mind leaving the recipes with us? We'd like to add them to the official menu.
Of course, that way everyone can try them. It would be selfish not to.
Paimon feels like there's something you still want to say. Let Paimon have a guess. Based on your personality, you probably want to introduce the origin of each different cocktail. That way, customers will know who inspired you to create these amazing drinks.
Right on the Mora. You know me so well, Paimon. I think that's what everyone would want, right?
No problem at all. If you need, I can even have someone draft the paperwork on your behalf to secure you the rights to these new recipes.
I hope when we recruit some new bartenders, they'll be able to learn from your incredible skills. Even if they can't quite match your work, If they could be 2/3 as good, that would still make them industry leaders.
And that's the end of mixing. That's the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. See you again next time.